Yo, what is up guys, it's Jelson here, and today we have a bit of a different video relating to the NBA. Well, it kind of relates to NBA and also college and high school. In today's video, we're going to be answering the question, who is McClung? Well, at a base value, who is McClung is a pretty easy question to answer. McClung was a high school standout, a guy that was all over mixtapes on Ball Is Life and just about any social media you can see, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, doesn't really matter. Even Facebook, for Pete's sake. McClung was the headliner of sports. McClung in high school went to Gate City High School in Virginia. At Gate City High School, McClung averaged 29 points per game, 5.5 assists, and 3 rebounds. 29 points per game, that is right, at Gate City High School in Virginia. He spent his full 4 years with the Blue Devils at Gate City High School and eventually went on to college where he received a few D1 offers, but definitely not what was expected for a guy that averaged 29 points per game. McClung was known as a high flyer, a guy that could get to the basket and finish with force, some of which we haven't seen since Andrew Wiggins in high school. Now, I'm not saying he was Andrew Wiggins. What I'm saying is his athleticism matched that of Andrew Wiggins. He would get there and get to his spots and he would just lay it out. He would dunk no matter where he was, obviously, unless he was at the three-point line. Then if he did, that'd be really impressive. But anyway, McClung was a absolutely insane athlete, one of which that I don't think we'll ever see again. As McClung finished his high school career, he committed to Texas Tech University, a school not terribly far from his hometown, but a school that is in a different state nonetheless. And as you know, moving away from your family into a different state is a completely different experience than going on vacation or something like that. You are completely uncomfortable for the most part when you begin, especially going into a collegiate athletic, and that being basketball for Texas Tech. I can't imagine he was exactly comfortable. Going into his freshman year at Texas Tech, he averaged 13 points per game in his freshman year. Obviously, not what you would expect from a guy that was highly touted, at least on social media, for averaging 29 points per game. He still had the athleticism that you saw, but obviously he's in college. More people have athleticism, more people have more athleticism than an average varsity high school team. So his main athletic ability didn't stand out quite as much as you would expect. Going into the season, he had high hopes. 13 points per game was not his hope. Obviously 13 isn't bad, but as a guy that had that hype, a guy that probably held himself to an insane standard, 13 points per game was not it. So moving into his sophomore year at Texas Tech, he would improve those numbers. He would go up to 15 points per game, improving his shooting statistics when it comes to percentages. And 15 points per game seemed like his plateau in college, averaging 15.5 points per game in his sophomore year. He would go on to his junior year and average 15.3 points per game on even better shooting statistics that, well, made him a draft prospect, but not a high one. Not a highly touted draft prospect, but a draft prospect nonetheless. This made his hopes and dreams of becoming an NBA player still alive. And McClung would eventually go on to the NBA draft combine, and his vertical would read 43 inches. Not no decent athlete, but a great one. A fantastic athlete. A guy that could bounce out of the gym. Something we already knew, but in college, he didn't look as bouncy in college as he did in high school. And that obviously is partially related to the competition level, but also partially related to his mental. Now, obviously, I'm not McClung, so I cannot obviously vouch for his mental health or what he was thinking during the situation, but going into college, having these high hopes, as I said, and only averaging 13 points per game, his freshman season obviously probably wasn't that great. Going into sophomore year, 15 points per game. I would expect from him he wanted to improve even more on that. And then going into his junior year, hey, didn't improve scoring when it comes to points per game, but he definitely improved his averages. And hey, that's what you want. You want to improve your percentages and your averages when it comes to other statistics, and that's what he did. And that's what you love to see. That's what put him on the board, at least at all, for the NBA. Going into the NBA draft in 2021, looking on pretty much all mock drafts, he was not even projected to go in the second round. And if there was projections for him to go in the second round, it was very late. We're talking 57, 58, 59, or 60. And as expected, McClung did go undrafted yesterday night, and he did sign a undrafted free agent contract, but only for summer league. He would be picked up by the Los Angeles Lakers for a practice squad summer league contract. 1 year just to test it out. Is he going to be the future? Is he a proven NBA player when it's said and done? Is he good enough? These are all the questions many people have asked. And my answer to you is, who knows? This happens a lot with NBA prospects and a lot with these high school guys that are extremely hyped coming out of high school. Think about pretty much every member of Jelly Fam. Yeah, Isaiah Washington, he's not in the league. But hey, these high school prospects come out every single year and do disappoint in college. But that's not to say McClung can always be this disappointment that we're like, oh, whatever happened to McClung. No. McClung can prove himself. He has the opportunity to. I don't know if he will. Only time will tell. But I personally believe that McClung is an NBA talent, and I believe that he can go ahead and improve and perform in the NBA, become an eventual rotational piece. I don't think he's going to become a star, but a rotational piece nonetheless. Only time will tell. I'm rooting for you, McClung. This is a relatively short video, but thank you guys for watching. This is Who is McClung. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you guys did enjoy. See you guys next time. Jelson out. Peace.